Okay.
Start. Okay, so my name is Camarin Concepcion, and I'm going to be interviewing my godmother, Evangeline Iglesias, and my godsister, Vanessa Iriarty, for my communications class. So we're going to go ahead this first. How would your parents describe you?
How would my parents describe me? Okay, first they would say I'm spoiled. Yeah, first they would tell me that, yeah, I'm spoiled, but I still respect my parents. I know that I'm spoiled, but they still taught me how to become independent. So even if I was given things, I still had to learn how to earn my own money and be responsible and learn how to spend it wisely, which I still up to this day have a hard time.
Still learning.
my parents would probably always say that I talk too much. I talk a lot. So they would probably say I'm very outgoing, and I'm a very extroverted person. I don't like to be isolated, so this whole quarantine thing is really taking a toll on me. But they would tell me that I would probably, my parents would tell me that I'm very,
very respectful. I'm impatient. I cannot sit back and wait for things to happen. I gotta make things happen. And if you say something, then if you're saying, hey, we're going somewhere by 7 o'clock, then 7 o'clock it is. Don't let me wait until 8 o'clock. So I get impatient and I just forget it. I don't want to go. So that's me.
You called me at 7:59.
I did. See that?
I was gonna say.
I said,
You
where
said 8
is
o'clock.
the home? You say I was ready. I was 7:45 ready. You said 8. I was waiting for you.
She's getting mad because I came late.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened to you.
That's that technical difficulties.
The whole thing is respect, family values, hard work, determination. If you want something, you got to work hard for it. And don't wait for people to ask something. Just do what you can to help others. Basically it. That's why I'm a principal, right?
Yes.
Yep.
When you think about a fork in the road in your life, what was it and why did you choose that particular path?
Oh gosh, there were so many forks in the road for me. But the most recent one was me being where I'm at in my career today. So that's the most current fork on the road, because there were so many choices that had to make my determination on who I am and where am I going to go in the years to follow. So I always look at short-term goals and long-term goals. So where I'm at today would be a long-term goal, where when I saw that opportunity to become settled in life and prepare for a family, which is my 2 kids, I decided to change my career in marketing and go into education, so I can ensure that I provided them a home, a stable environment, so they can grow into it, instead of what my passion was at the time was marketing, sales and marketing. I love going out, meeting people, to be adventurous, but that fork in the road made me decide on family, and that's where I'm at.
That's a good one. Go cry.
That's a good one. I didn't know that you were in sales and marketing. Like,
yes, I was in sales and marketing. That was my forte. I mean, that's why my background is in communication studies, which is very broad, and marketing played a part in it. So I worked at DFS. See, you work at DFS. I worked at DFS in marketing. So I did a lot of sales, but changing from sales to education was because of the family, to look at the long term.
That's true.
Wow. How about you, G?
Okay, so probably my fork on the road would probably also like just recent events. I would think from the fork in the road was after I graduated UOG and I started my career in teaching. I was starting off as teaching, and then I became pregnant with J. Marie. And I think the fork on the road came when John told me he wanted to go active duty. So it was like, hey, we were married, but I had to decide because I'm so used to being back home. Remember, like I was basically raised back home in Guam. So I was so used to like the people around me, being around family. And I thought it was just very more comfortable. And then when John wanted to be active duty, that was basically trying to get me to go to a different path where I had to constantly move, constantly meet new people, constantly make new friends. So it was to decide, do I really want to, like, I asked John before, like, does he really have to go active? Can you just stay in the reserves? Because I just wanted to stay home on island. But also knowing that to go to that path where I follow him, I knew that I was going to be a stay-at-home mom for a while to raise the kids, because I don't have the luxury of having family, or I didn't really know friends in the beginning to help me watch my kids. Like, I usually have to be independent, basically, and I had to learn things on my own. But that's the path I chose, was to follow my husband and try to start a life every 3 years, basically. I know, hard. And being a stay-at-home mom is not easy.
It's not easy, not with this quarantine.
Especially a military wife.
I know.
It's not. Constant changes are really hard, and it kind of gets a toll on you. So.
Next question. Looking back at your life thus far, what are you most proud of?
Oh, what am I most proud of?
Yeah.
Looking back at my life?
They're like a cue Jeopardy music.
I know.
Okay. Well, I can say, like, what am I most proud of is, I guess, like, where I am today. You know, it hasn't been easy. To tell you the truth, like, when I first left Guam, I panicked. I didn't know. I felt like I didn't know how to function if I wasn't back home. But I am proud of that. I stuck through it. I feel like becoming a military spouse and a stay-at-home mom, like, I've learned how to do things that I didn't think I was capable of. I'm just proud that I guess say that. No. I'm just proud that I'm still here. And that I'm still sane.
It's gonna get interesting. Next question.
I would like to thank all the people who got me to work.
Cameron, that's a lot of questions.
It is. Nino, when did you know you wanted to marry my Nino? What was the moment that made you know?
It was back when Grandma was alive. When Grandma was alive, and she was sickly, right? She had litico. So of course I had to do everything. I had to feed her, I had to cook, I had to wash her and everything, right? So when your Nino made an attempt to feed Grandma, I mean, we were just dating. He took it upon himself to help me take care of Grandma. And when I saw that he valued family and he had a very caring personality, I said, yeah, I can marry that man. And then stop dropping your phone.
Sorry. Okay, Ness.
So I think that's what I thought. Okay. When did you know you wanted to marry John? I want to know.
I'm still trying to figure it out. What made me want to know? Is that an answer? Because I'm all like, dude, why am I still married? I'm just kidding. John and I have been together for 16 years. Oh my gosh. I went to high school, so we've been friends since high school. But I think when we first started dating, I think when I really just found out that I really wanted to marry him was when I found out he can put up with my dad. when he came over and my dad told him to put the carpet on the car to air dry it or go water blast the roof, and he did it. I was like, okay. I was like, this guy can really
Patient. Really patient man.
yeah, he's really
Yeah.
he's really patient. And to deal with my dad and then to deal with me, it's a lot, because sometimes I can't even deal with myself. So so yeah, I think I knew it's when he still stuck by me. So yeah. But actually, to honestly, to tell you the truth, to this day, I still ask him almost every week, at least every week, like, why are you still married to me? Like, I can't even marry myself.
Okay, so concluding this interview, the reason why I really wanted to conduct this interview is because the reality is we all have loved ones, but we don't get to talk to them and ask them all these questions. And we shouldn't miss the opportunities to talk to them and learn about what makes them tick and how they became the people that we know and love. So I just wanted to ask you all these questions because we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring us. So I wanted to make it a priority to talk to and reach out to the people that I love the most.
I need to
Oh.
Yeah. So,
oh my god,
I'm going to stop recording now.